but a pilgrimage of the mind and spirit. I offer my respectful homage to this holy land and its people. I extend my heartfelt congratulations and my blessings to the organizer of the Kathmandu Kalinga Literature Festival, Sri Rashmi Ranjan Parida, who has done a commendable job, as really surprised. He Literature Festival, this Kalinga Kathmandu Let me tell you that I am a very senior writer, but I think that I am a young person. So, therefore, sometimes young people also forget. I forgot to congratulate Madam Susila ji, the former Prime Minister of Nepal, I think the first woman Prime Minister of Nepal. I have seen when the election was going on and she took over as the Prime Minister, I was feeling proud because being a woman, I was feeling proud of her. And I am very happy that I am sitting near her. This is because of Kalinga Literature Festival. I extend my heartfelt congratulations to not only to Rashmi but to the entire team and Mrs. Rashmi also. She is doing a lot of job. Kalinga Kathmandu Literature Festival is a vibrant platform where writers, thinkers and artists from diverse backgrounds can meet, engage and enrich one another. Literature has always transcended borders, serving as a bridge between language, cultures and nations, fostering understanding, dialogue and a shared version of humanity. India and Nepal are not merely neighboring countries but have a relationship since Puranic times. History, civilization, faith, language, art and shared human emotions. The bond between Nepal and India dates back to Treta Yuga. I am taking you to Treta Yuga and to attend the marriage of Prince of Ayodhya, Ramchandra, to Princess of Jaunapur, Sita. So our relationship is from that day and it is a bond of marriage. It is the most important part of human life. The bond between Nepal and India are very old, very Puranic, and this union of Ram and Sita not merely as a mythological event but is a timeless symbol of the deep cultural, spiritual and emotional ties that continues to unite our two nations. The birthplace of Lord Buddha, that is my most attraction for this place, that this is the birthplace of Lord Buddha. This is my Lord Buddha. This is my second visit to Kathmandu. The birthplace of Lord Buddha at Lumbini is not only Nepal's pride, but as a shared heritage for all humanity. Nepal gifted the world Siddhartha Gautama, and India nurtured his spiritual journey, and from that sacred quest emerged the Buddha. Buddha surpassed the geographical boundary of Nepal and India, became universal wisdom. Likewise, the sacred tradition of associated with Janakpur, Pashupatinath, Muktinath, Kashi, Bodhgaya, Jagannath Dham Puri, Odisha, and countless other pilgrimage centers have connected Nepal and India for centuries. The spiritual journey of South Asia cannot be imagined without Nepal. In many ways, our relationship still carries that emotional and cultural meaning. Festival, rituals, music, food, folklore, and family ties continue to connect millions across the open border. The India-Nepal relationship is also a relationship of language and literature. Nepal literature has enriched the literary consciousness of the Indian subcontinent, while Indian literature in Sanskrit, Hindi, Bengali, Odia, Maithili, Urdu, Tamil, and many other languages has influenced readers and writers in Nepal. Great literary figures of India and Nepal have helped us understand one another with compassion. Literature teaches us that human suffering, love, loneliness, hope, and dignity are universal. A poem written in Kathmandu can touch a heart in Kolkata or Bhubaneswar. A story born in Varanasi or Patna may find resonance in Pokhara. Translations have always an extraordinary role in this friendship. When literature crosses language, it crosses borders peacefully without any political unrest. I must say bravely that politics divides, religion divides, but literature connects. So now this is very important to be connected with each other, and that the medium is literature. Translators are cultural ambassadors. They are the bridges. They preserve the soul of one civilization and introduce it to another. My novel, Yagyaseni, Draupadi, has been beautifully translated into Nepali by the veteran author Bindya Suba and was published by publishers in Darjeeling and also one publisher in Nepal. It was adapted into a solo theatrical play in the Nepali language by writer Suman Pokhrel. The Himalayas reminds us of shared responsibility. Climate change, melting glaciers, foods, and earthquakes and ecological destructions affect both our nations. Writers and intellectuals must raise their voices not only for beauty and imagination, but also for the protection of nature and humanity. The youth of India and Nepal are increasingly connected through education, cinema, music, digital platforms, and travel. But it is important that they also remain connected to their roots. Literature festivals such as this one are therefore deeply meaningful. They encourage young people to listen to the stories, preserve memory, and celebrate diversity. Literature festivals create national integration and international understanding, which is the urgent need of the time. Today, in an age of technology and rapid communication, literature has an even greater responsibility. We are living in times of complete ecological crisis, social divisions, migration, loneliness, and identity crisis. South Asia needs cultural dialogues more than ever before. India and Nepal can together promote a literature of peace, coexistence, environmental consciousness, and human dignity. A writer, as writers and thinkers, we must resist narrow nationalism, hatred, prejudice, and intolerance. Culture grows not through isolation but through exchange. Nepal and India have survived through centuries because of our civilizations embraced dialogue rather than exclusion. Today, when I look at Nepal, I do not see a foreign land. I see a cultural companion, a spiritual neighbor, and an emotional relative, and I feel this is my second home. I see the wisdom of the mountains, the music of folk traditions, the resilience of common people, and the beauty of coexistence. May the literary friendship between Nepal and India continue to flourish. May our writers continue to inspire humanity. May our youth inherit a future of peace and creativity. And may the Himalayas forever stand as silent witness to the enduring friendship between our two nations. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Like you said, we all are sisters and brothers. Mic check. Thank you so much, ma'am. We all are brothers and sisters, like you said, divided by the borders and connected by art, literature, food, and festival like Kalinga. Now it's time for the book release, and books are enduring bridges between imaginations and understanding. It is now time for the release of two significant publications being unveiled at Kathmandu Kalinga Literary Festival 2026. The first book is Poems Across Times by Vibhu Acharya. I would like to request Madam Sushila Karki and the writer and all the guests from the dais to release the book. Book Time Across Time by Vibhu Acharya. And the second is Yoginis of Nepal by Dr. Adyasha Das. Congratulations to the authors, and may these work reach readers far from the wide.
Many congratulations to the authors, and thank you to everyone who was a part of that book release as well. We now arrive at a special moment of this inaugural ceremony. It is our privilege to invite our chief guest to address the gathering.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in welcoming the Honorable former Chief Justice and former Prime Minister Nepal, Sushila Karki, and for Sushila Karki, Madam.
Today, I am proud of being in this august gathering of famous poet from India, famous poet from Nepal, and writers from India and Nepal. First of all, I want to address the dais dignitaries from India and Nepal, Dr. Upendra Nath Behera, Shri Ashish Mallaji, Professor Jatindra Kumar Nayak, Shri Abhi Subedi ji, and Dr. Rakesh Pandey ji, and two prominent ladies, Padma Shri Malini Avasthi and Padma Bhushan Dr. Pratibha Rai. Ladies and gentlemen, I am feeling very proud of being this Kathmandu Kaling Literature Festival. Really, just like Deepavali and Durga Puja, we feel proud each year. I am also feeling same type of proud being here. I pay thanks to Ashish Mallaji. He had gone to my house to call me, invite me to participate in this program. And also another Nirala, Sister Nirala, she had also visited to invite me. And I accepted because this is actually a civilized society, and so I like it. So I automatically asked Ashish Malla, yes, I want to come to this literary festival. Already you have listened that I have got a role to be a justice and chief justice in Nepal. 8 years, 6 months I work as a judge and chief justice for maybe 1 year only. Then I was passing a routine life in my house. With my family, I was passing a very beautiful routine life day to day. Sometimes I was writing articles in Nepali language, sometimes also in English language. And I was especially against the corruption. My articles were actually on targeting to the corruption. And all of a sudden, I got again a third role, that is Prime Minister of Interim Government. Actually, by heart, I have not accepted this role because I have knowledge that Constitution had barred me to be in educative body to a judge. But already I think one of our Chief Justice, Khilraj Regmi, he has also played that role for 1 year only by the purpose of doing the election in country here and free election in the country. And same role I was forced actually by some people, and they told me that if you would not do that, it would be a great loss for your country and for us. So I accepted that post, actually only to maintain the peace in country and also to regulate the fair and free election. 6 months I became, I was 70, now 73, 72 that time, and 73 now my age. It is an old age. And in that age, I had to be, again, just like I have to collect that power and strongness on my body, just like a young woman, to fight that position. Not, I want to say that it was successful, it became successful by only my side. There were a few friends. Actually, in that interim government, major people ministers were from judiciary side. And actually, judiciary's people, they are very much strong, they faces the criticism maximum, and they are also regular, they do only lawful work. So it is also one of the position that we became successful to do the election on time, with people, political parties, and so many learned people of Nepal, जिसे हम विद्वान कहते हैं, they don't have believed that within 6 months there would be election. We did hard labor for that. This is one scenario of my life. Just like you here, women and male. Male is the son of the house. I am also a daughter of that house, my parents' house. I became a student of my teacher. Then I passed the master degree in political science, and then after I again did law in Nepal, graduation. Then I started lawyer, because in my family, environment is that either people were engaged in legal job, in judicial or lawyer, or inside of police force. So automatically my senior fathers, my elder fathers, they were in lawyer, they were lawyers, so I did that one. I worked as a lawyer 31 years, regularly. And then after, this was also not my interest to come in judiciary, What pressure made on me that there is no women in judiciary, so you have to come. I accepted that for gender equality, to maintain the gender equality of judiciary, I stepped on judiciary and I worked. And there also I had to do the hard labor, Naturally, a person, a male judge were being automatic, if his time comes to be Chief Justice, then they were accepted. But I was pending for 4 months. Many political parties or government people were not believing that I can regulate judiciary. But it's my luck, I get that post. And already I had told you that how I came in interim government. And another part I want to show you that I am not far from literature, I have very much interest. In 1980 to 2000, I was writing poem sometime. also stories, many stories and poems were published. And also I have translated, just like I think so, Ashish Mallar's poem also translated in Hindi by me. And later on, I leave that part because I have no association with poets and writers. I had have association with only lawyers, and I have to promote my legal aspect, so I leave that one. But after, in 1990, I wrote a novel, its name is Kara. It means confinement or jail. How I wrote? First of all, I want to tell even this thing that man's life is literature and literature is life. How a poet, how a writer knows how they create their articles and their novel and poem. Everybody knows from societies, families, their lifestyle, and all these things. Good Earth writer, how she wrote she learned about China and the drought in China and the poverty in China and everything she saw, all these things she saw, and then after she wrote. Same thing I tell you, I want to tell you instead. I was arrested in 1919 movement, and 2 months I had to live in jail, woman's cell. First of all, I was feeling that, although I was already lawyer, first of all, how can I stay though all those women who are charged of criminal or already court had declared them criminal, how can I stay then? But I stayed there. There were 40 women. I saw them, how they behave and how they were, and what was their story, who is actually really criminal. All these things I studied there. And I wrote that novel in jail, Kara. It means confinement or jail. I wrote that one. And after 27 years, when I retired from judge, then I published it. And next thing, my literary, affection. What happened when I was Prime Minister? In 5th June 2026, in my family, my husband seriously became sick. And he was taken to Delhi hospital. And I was there. And my daughter-in-law, she was delivering a child in London. I was in such a complexion, I had not time to think about my family member. Even I had no time to eat and sleep. In that situation, I had two problems. One was seriously sick, my husband, and lied in Delhi hospital. And next one is my daughter. She is delivering a child, and we were not helping there, and we are not gone there. Sometimes, if I think that subject that day, I used to feel agony, because in such a comment, I am seriously diverted in a complicated job. My husband is critical in their hospital, and my daughter-in-law is there. And midnight, one of the assistants, Adarsh Shrestha, from Delhi, he gave me both news that your husband is all right, ma'am, and your grandchild is born. At midnight, maybe 12 or 1 o'clock, he gave me that news. I do not become pleased, first of all. Tears started to come from my eyes. I thought about the child, baby born boy. One thing, I must have to be happy, because one member is grown, my waris came. But next thing, I thought that, baby, you came in such a struggling world. What you will be? and what your condition. When you would be growing situation in that condition, neither your grandfather is there, nor grandmother, and many will not be here. And you have to do hard labor. Because same time I was doing hard labor. I do not have to think about my personal things, I was even not allowed to bring my goods, my dresses from my house. That was my situation. And in that situation, I thought that, child, you came in this world, but this world is very much struggleful. And I also became happy. And naturally, I thought, how I grows my own son, because he is very liking to listen the story at midnight, at night. He always asks me, tell me a story. Mama, you tell me a story. Why you are not telling a story? My stock of stories finished. But he is not satisfied. Then I started to imagine another stories of monkeys and birds and crows and everything. And I thought that I was alone in that house. So at night I started to write this story, which I have delivered to my son. And actually this would be the best prize, or it would be a good prize for my grandson. I started to write. Maybe outside they have put for sale. That is Mitti and Wild Cat. I wrote that one within 15 days in English language, and it is published by the help of Adarsh Shrestha and of my advisor. They tried, and we also released that book on Annaprasan. You from India, you know that Annaprasan Day. We released that book. So, finally, I want to say that I was a lawyer for 31 years. I also did job in food corporation. 1.5 years I did that job. And also I worked as a 31 years in a lawyer. I became Chief Justice, I became Prime Minister. Please don't make me out from this society, literature world. Still I have so many stories in my mind. Some novel already I have written. Some are half written and some are in my mind. Before going from this world, I want to publish those things. So, please, you also make me one of the members. Don't think that I am a Prime Minister only, and don't think that I am a lawyer only, and don't think I am a judge. I am also a literature lover people. So thank you. Thank you for calling me. Thank you for all, and enjoy your program. And I want to say you enjoy a beautiful country this is. So thank you giving me chance to be a chief guest on this program.
Thank you, former Prime Minister Honorable Madam Sushila Karki, for your thoughtful and inspiring address, also your contributions in the judiciary and your role during the very serious situation of transformation politically in the country as well, and also your stories and your contribution in literature, which we really hope and wish that you will continue in the days and decades ahead. Now, to honor our chief guest, I'd like to invite on the stage Yatindra Mishra, a leading Hindi poet and scholar, celebrated for works on Indian music and cinema. Can we please have Mr. Mishra on the stage to felicitate and thank our chief guest, Sushila Karki. He also hails from the royal family of Ayodhya.
Thank you so much, sir. As we come to the conclusion of this inaugural session, we extend our heartfelt gratitude to all our distinguished guests, authors, delegates, partners, and participants, and of course, friends from media.
Now to deliver the vote of thanks, may I invite Mr. Kamalakant Das, the co-founder of KLF.
Namaste, good morning. Honorable former Prime Minister of Nepal, Her Excellency Justice Susila Karki ji, other distinguished guests on the dais and of the dais, our respected writers, poets, scholars, artists, and the family of Kalinga Literary Festival Kathmandu, Kalinga Literary Festival India.